soon.
So I'm going to have to start the VOD. Welcome to Level Up TV with me, Disrepute. Maybe Vor, don't know. Not really on the server, but I'm sure he can give some great feedback on play anyway.
Just ask me about what's happening and I'll guess.
Okay. NEU versus XT, Neutralizers versus Zenitorium in the HoQ League. I think this is our first this season in the HoQ. So,
you looking forward to the new season, this?
I am.
I actually haven't really looked at who's in it this time around.
Everybody.
Really? Everybody?
Yeah, it's a pretty competitive league as well, and there was a number of teams in Division 2, I guess you'd call it. Or
oh yeah, I read about that. They wanted to be in Division 1. Quite a few teams didn't get in, even though they
to be fair, you could make arguments for all of them to be included. The problem is Division 1 had like everybody in it deserves to be up there as well. So I think there's quite a lot of competition nowadays in team deathmatch.
Division larger case, but there are enough teams to be in it that want to be but can't.
Yeah.
Make Division 1 a bit bigger? I don't know. Maybe it's an option. It's a bit late now.
I don't know, I think it's like 10 teams anyway, or 8.
Yeah, so what? What's 12 teams though? We've already got 10, just add a couple more.
Yeah. Right, so first map is going to be Zenitorium's map pick, a dreadful place. Have a look at the teams quickly. Detour, Gouda, Empis and Flash for NEU. And for XT we got Demaya, FRS, Wit and Gerpa. Dreadful place
for off the League of Legends then. Somehow pried him away from it.
He's probably still playing at the same time anyway.
Maybe.
Prepare your team.
So there we are, we're going to go live straight away.
3, 2, 1.
Swift.
Following Demaya off the start. Again, not the best spawn, but he did manage to get the LG before anybody of the neutralizers did. Wow, nice rail from Detour across the map there, takes him out 2-0. NEU just ahead. I just played them in a warm-up game for.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. We beat them on Grim Dungeons. Fantastic performance by Disrepute.
Nice one, Disrepute.
Astonishing aim I've got as well. Oh my god, double rail by Detour there. Getting the second rail pickup as well, so he's got time on that 100% rail, 2 impressives. Time to move up to the quad area, 40 seconds in. Good defensive play from NEU, though Detour wasn't watching that upper doorway for a minute. Lost a lot of frags though of XT, trying to attack it, but it's a late quad. Look at this, 58 seconds. Flash did take a little bit of splash damage from the rocket, but he did have mega health and a bit of armor to his name. Lightning gun and shotgun to utilize in this run. Could even pull out a grenade.
Everything you could want then.
Ignores the ammo box of LG and decides to move looking for the frags. He's got a shotgun anyway, so that's pretty good. 5 frags on this run. Misses out on the red pickup, but gets a 6th on Gerpa, who picked up that red. 6 frags on that run for.
Well, you can't really ask for much better start, can you?
Oh my
god! Frag quad run.
Those grenades.
Not really a map famed for high frag quad runs either, so great start.
It's following Gerpa at the moment, only got grenades, going to cycle around him a bit. Detour waiting with a teammate over that red, and that is Gouda, so we're on his point of view now. 100 armor to his name, nice first rocket, good second as well, pushes away his opponent off that LG position. That was FRS who picked up the yellow and then went straight down to Gouda, so no armor on the map now for XT. Of course it's not a map filled with armor. A couple of shards here and there, and then just red and 1 yellow. Do have the green armor, I suppose. NEU looking at what looks like a comfortable... Wow, good, a long-range rocket just hit. I think he was surprised by that, looking at the way he looked afterward. 30 seconds to go until this next quad. You'd expect both teams to start working their way there now. Still following good. He seems a bit lagging. I'm going to cycle around a little bit. Empish trying to push in with machine gun. Gerpa pushing him back, so XT do have the position locked at the moment with a couple of their players, although while Gerpa's defending that doorway, he has to back off. As in behind him, NEU move in, and now they've got this quad area again. We saw how they locked down that quad pretty effectively on the first spawn. Looks like it might be a repeat situation here. Flash, again, the guy to pick it up. Shaft in hand. Hasn't got any other weapons he really could utilise, apart from machine gun, which is often underused.
Definitely underused. Devastating with quad.
Did just drop off as Red was spawning, but managed to go back for it. Takes out Demaya. Only one frag on this run so far. This is a lot more normal. 2 frags now. As the quad just counts down. And that's a more normal kind of quad run. You get a couple of frags, but most of the frags are made on the defense of the quad area.
It's always vital, as we always point out this.
Every
Must sound like a broken record.
Or a skipping CD, huh? Eh?
Oh, a bit more modern,
Yeah,
eh?
a bit more techno for you, mate. Technological. Following Wit now. Rocket launcher and shotgun in hand. Not being too efficient with those rockets. Down to 16 health, in fact. Yellow armor just ignores it in his peripheral vision. I don't know, maybe he's got a lower FOV than me. I've got 100 though.
Could be a 90 fobber. Pretty standard.
XT trying to put pressure on this rail pickup, but NEU come out on top. A couple of their players at least now have a rail. Nice rail from Detour as well. We saw how well he started off the map with a rail. And NEU, they just sort of move around as a pack. Just diving on items. Securing the areas together, definitely backing each other up. 15 seconds to go before the quad. Might be a little bit dangerous moving in at this time, but it seems like they've only had to kill one XT player to get in there. Demaya coming in from that grenade launcher doorway into the quad room. He manages to help his teammate secure it. FRS with the quad now. With the shaft hitting 18%. Probably want to do a little bit better with that on this quad run. 15 seconds to wait for the red, so he's not going to wait around for that. Going to take a very dangerous route into this open area on the mega side. Going to move in actually behind the neutralizers players. It gets caught in the back. That rocket almost taking him out, but Empish turns it around. Shotgun straight to the face of FRS. I think he did get a little bit distracted by his getting shot in the back. He should have just killed Empish first before turning around. Well, it looks like XT have got in on this red position. And I guess that's the primary sort of objective most teams would play for a Red Bull.
Yeah, you have to say so. It's very much considered secondary to kind of be pushed back towards Mega and Yellow. And of course the red team has an advantage pushing out to those weapons, specifically the lightning gun and railgun, very important.
Gerper moving into this quad area. He's in 60% rail. That was his third impressive there. 40 seconds though before the quad. Quite early to move in. Does take out Impish. Now 25 seconds before quad, we've got XT moving in, all 4 of them. No one's really pushed through out into that upper doorway. They have 2 railers though, Gerpa and FRS, just aimed at that grenade doorway. FRS takes a rail shot straight to the chest. Gerpa misses all his shots as well. It's always dangerous unless you push someone out through that doorway and really push them back. A Shafter moving in there. Demaya's the last guy left defending. Gooda gets an amazing spawn right near the quad, but Gerpa's strong enough. It must have been stacked to take that quad. He is railed though by Empish, and quad's eliminated. The score difference has closed in now. 10 frag margin in favour of neutralizers still. Have a look at the scoreboard a minute. Detour, the +7 net there. Most damage on their team is actually from Flash. He has had 2 quads, of course. On the other side, we've got Demaya, 2.9k damage. But everybody in a negative frag net on XT. Have a look at some of this stats. 10 to 7 on the Reds. There's not a massive difference. 8 to 6. And 6 to 5 even on the Greens. So all the armor's in favour of neutralizers. Wit getting caught out badly there by Empish's plasma, but he just couldn't hit enough to take out Wit, and Wit comes out on top with the point blank range rail kill. Hitting a 46% there. Mega health 7 to 5. That is in favour of XT. It's not enough to make up the overall difference in armour though. Look at those quads, 2 all in pickups, but 30 seconds more for neutralisers. And we saw, of course, 6 frag quad run. Following Impish in this quad area, takes out Gerpa. 2 of his teammates supporting him at this quad room. Does want to secure these doorways. I'd say the shotgun side is a lot easier to secure and a lot less risky. There's only one tight angle you can get a shot in at the quad. I don't think you can actually see the quad though, can you? Or it's close anyway, but the upper doorway is much more dangerous. People rushing in and they get shot straight onto the quad. See, this time they do have a rocketing player defending it. Impish takes it, no real attack from XT. They're obviously trying to get in on the upper area. Wants his teammates going ahead of him, but can't be bothered to wait. 4 seconds to go until this red probably wants to wait around for it, but I guess he didn't know the time of it. Got no armor now, Impish. Got to be cautious. Does have a shaft out as well, which of course the buzz will give away your position. And this is sort of just to re-establish their hold on the game here. 2 nice rails on Impish. If he hadn't got that ready, would have gone down. That's a really good counter by Xenatorium. Just sitting those 2 players at the shotgun position, going up that main bounce pad. Impish getting railed by both of them. And then, yeah, moving into the red room. Impish trying to move back now with teammates. But XT lock it down brilliantly. Great play from XT. And they're going to be rewarded with that red as well. Cycle away from FOS and 2 Wit, who does have the red pickup. Got a shaft, 32% at the moment. And they've closed the gap halfway through this map, right down. It's only a 3 frag deficit they've got to bring back now. And with another 10 minutes, I mean, that's easy. No problem.
Easy?
Easy peasy. 3 frags.
So it's a good game, this. I'm sad that I'm missing it.
Well, you can do what everybody else has done, put on the stream.
Ah, because it doesn't like it when the stream's running.
You need a second computer.
I do.
Whip.
Those my friends.
Just getting that rail. Gonna go down, but he didn't drop it away. 19 seconds before the quad spawns. Gerpa in a very dominant position in terms of armor. 130 on the board, full health. Plasma, rail, rocket. Could do with a shaft, but his teammate does have it. He could drop it for the quad pickup in 5 seconds time. They're coming in high. Nice railing from Gerpa. Gonna pick him up that quad. I think all of XT survived there. They're now 4 frags ahead. Gerpa back for that red as well. Knew the time. Nobody giving them their lightning guns. So he's pretty happy with this. Oh my god, takes a lot of damage from Gooder from above. Gets a couple of frags though. Nice quad run in the end, down to 20 health, but did really well out of that. And hitting 60% rail. I think he's got 6 impressives, was it? Couldn't quite see. Well, after a fantastic start by neutralizers, they've really started to bring this back now, Xenatorium. It is their home map, so they do feel strong on it. Gerpa just diving in, confiscating that rail, and the green armor hits another rail shot, going to back off. That's his kind of style of play, Gerpa. Well, his style of play is just never miss. 8 impressive, 63% rail, 10 seconds to go until this mega spawns, and he's that side of the map now. I'm going to cycle away from him though, see what's going on in the red room. Neutralizers have it. Flash just picked up the red, so they switch over to him. Oh no, it wasn't Flash. It was Impish, yeah, he's at the quad 25 seconds before. Now he doesn't really want to use this armor up because he wants it for the quad, but at the same time he wants to defend this doorway, so he's not going to push through, which is always a risk because you let them get much closer to the quad area. It's a nice couple of shotguns for no damage returned. taken out Gerper, Wit rushing him with machine gun, easily extinguished. Now Empish picks up that quad, down to 14 health, the rail. Only 9 health, the 50 isn't up. Going to look for the 225s, the Mega is up on its spot. Oh, they do defend that as well. So now 150 with 20. And every useful weapon with the quad apart from LG. Demaya schools him with a rocket. Really nice play. And another quad goes down. Still following Flash here. Spamming those rockets in, pretty standard kind of thing to do. Push your opponents back. Of course, it's quite an interesting area on this map, having that red armor just on a kind of platform jutting out into the room. And opens so many angles to shoot at it.
It does. That's why it's so important to keep that rail under control if you're holding red. You don't want it being used against you as you're trying to pick those armors up. Pretty much renders them useless.
It's now an 8 frag margin. We've got 3 quads remaining. The next in 40 seconds time. Neutralize is just taking over this red room. It's in 10 seconds. That'll spawn. That'll be the last one before the power up. Flash just getting this Mega as well. If we can get this frag on FRS, then move to the quad. That'll be his goal probably. Oh, Demaya catches him out though. And Demaya has a bit of army, has now Shaft with full clip thanks to that frag. 10 seconds to go until the quad, and he's lost his defensive position by dropping off looking for that frag. Oh my god, gets pummeled! Don't think he dropped his weapon though. Impish doesn't seem to have anything. Detour comes out with the quad. He's got a shotgun, drops right into FRS's plasma. Almost goes down, 40 health, but the red is up. Can move through to the yellow side of the map now. Only a 3 frag margin. Good defensive rockets pushing back. Only 22 health, dropping down for the 50. Good sort of dodging kind of jump play there. Does have a plasma. Could do with some shotgun ammo to be safe. It is to the right of him here. He doesn't pick it up. What's the logic behind that? Maybe he didn't realise. And that is the quad run down. What surprises me for how many people seem to not be aware of maybe their ammunition, how much they got left.
Yeah, you often see people caught by on quad runs, in particular, quite often. You know, they think they've got a good gun ready to run the quad, but then they realise they've got no ammo in it.
I think the biggest thing you find as well is when a teammate, you're like relying on them to drop an LG, and then they drop it, you pick up, you don't look at the ammo, and you go, right, I'll run into this battle with my quad, yeah, I'm going to take you out. 2 shots in, you've now run out of ammo. Attack from Neutralizers taking over this red room. Still got to bring this gap back though. 5 frag margin, 2 quads remain. We've got just under 4 minutes left. I mean, we say the primary tactics are the red 4, but I mean, what are the? How can you counter that? Do you just have to rush the red, as we've seen recently, or is there a viable alternative tactic?
Well, if you can keep control of yellow and Mega and make sure you're picking them up, which is sometimes harder than it sounds, because it just depends how aggressive the team on red is playing, and quite often that's decided by how much pressure you put on them at red. Like, if you don't put any pressure on the team at red, you could find yourself in trouble in other areas of the map. It's it all depends on how each team's playing.
Oh, quad just picked up last second by Empish. He does actually escape as well. 6 frags still to make up, make that 5. Uses machine gun effectively. He has got a rocket launcher, decides not to dive for the. Oh, Detour just grabbed the red right in front of him. It seemed like he'd protected it for him and then just decided to grab it. Don't think he noticed the quad then, I guess, but Empish with that quad, he only got 1 frag on that run. That's just the kind of thing you do see on this map. It's more like a grab anyway. So 1 quad left, and they've been hovering around this very tight margin for quite a while. 7 frags is the difference, and they just can't seem to do it, NEU.
We often see it is a difficult map to come back on. You know, you don't often see large turnarounds or much change in the score without one team making significant mistakes.
Impish just does run to his death. FRS sitting on the backside of the map with that mega health picked up now. 4 frag margin. Or 5 actually. But it's just that there's been that difference for ages now. In the last 8 minutes or something it's been as close as this. And what did I say? It shouldn't be too hard to bring back, and they still haven't done it.
Well, this misinformation from you, I'm afraid.
It is. I've tricked the viewing public.
It is one of the harder maps to come back on.
Actually, NEU do have this quad pretty well defended here. Might just get it 5 seconds to go until it spawns. Dettel's only 6 health though, so he's got to be careful, just spamming the rockets. Teammate does pick it up. Empish does have 60 armor as a shaft. Oh, that shotgun somehow missed from FRS. And now 3 frags with this final quad. We've only got just 45 seconds remaining. 2 frag difference. I mean, you'd kind of put money on NEU taking it here with the quad. And he's got a good amount of armor as well. The right weapons are taken out. It's 3 frag margin though. He hasn't found anybody on this run. He's only got 1 frag on it in the end. Very atypical. Compared to that first quad, of course. Rushing in, taken out. We're FRS going to go down surely. After that, the teams are actually tied. 15 seconds to go. FRS spawns right next to Empish. Don't know who that's good for because Empish is low as well. He does take out FRS. 1 frag advantage now to neutralizers. This is a tense game, and Empish probably wants to get some help. I'm going to cycle away from him. Demai just spawned as we switched, and neutralizers take it by a single frag. They did bring it back for.
Well, I guess you were right after all.